What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Warframe video. After totally not purchasing the brand new Warframe and not using Platinum whatsoever,
Nope.
I got my hands on the Warframe. He is pretty solid. Qorvex is very unique, and your boy is basically the Radiation Warframe. He's the Radiation Warframe, not Oberon, the Radiation Warframe. So let's go ahead and take a look at his kit here. As far as his abilities go, you have a pillar that does radiation with a bit of slows. You have some walls that basically let them take more damage and line them up perfectly just so that you can ult their asses with this Iron Man beam that you have. And then on top of that, while you're doing radiation, and they have radiation on them, you press 3 and then you get some protections, basically preventing status effects that happen to you and your allies. So super handy team buff. As far as the build goes, you're only really going to need an Umbral Forma for this type of build. Umbral Forma, or if you don't have an Umbral Forma, then 2 standard Formas. Okay, so you're going to want standard, 2 standard Formas. Now, as far as your auras, you do have the unfortunate, whatever symbol this is, the unfortunate Vizarin symbol there, so you don't have much options there unless you want to Forma this as well. But Stand United seems to fit perfectly, and then it also saves you a slot down here, and it'll make your armor go to 1,000, which is fine, right? Especially since you already have really, really high armor, you don't really need that much because you're going to be taking care of that with adaptation. And then, so here's everything else. You have health, strength, power strength, a good decent amount of range. Just so you can have your abilities spread out more, and then your ultimate can also spread out more. So you have that, Prime Flow for energy, Hunter Adrenaline because you're going to be pretty tanky, and you're going to be using that to your advantage and recover energy that way. While you're taking damage, you also have Arcane Grace to help you recover health, Multi Augmented for more power strength, and then the weird mod here, Energy Nexus. It looks like it's a brand new mod they recently added. I was fortunate enough to get it while doing the quest. I don't know if it's rare. I'll have to look it up. But it's basically like a really bad Zenuric that's just consistently there. If you don't have this mod, you can actually use either Streamline or Fleeting Expertise just so that it makes your abilities cheaper. But some type of energy regen mod or just efficiency mod. And I was just testing this out because it's kind of nice. It's not too bad. I don't like the pillars. They're okay for like locking places down, like defense areas, but worst sides basically is going to reduce their health pool. It's going to do some damage, slow them. Basically the same thing. Instead of having pillars to do radiation and slow, you're going to be having sides to do viral and slow. So you can kind of take that as it is. Now, as far as some neat little combinations you can have with Qorvex, I found it that with his passive, you have that +3 in a punch through or whatever it is, just basically punch through. Use whatever you want for primaries because, like I said, you have punch through, so it's going to be nice. You can use a bow to just shoot through that line of enemies that you're setting up. The Grimoire has the secondary fire that's going to be throwing that big ball. So it's going to basically line them up, and then you can just throw the Grimoire secondary fire and do a lot more damage that way. But now, when you do your wall and line them up, they are stunned. So you can basically assassinate them. So when they're going to be stunned, you use the Inadem, trigger the Incarnon form, and then you have infinite blinds because they're so close together. And they'll just take a lot of damage from knives because of this specific build. You have Corrupt Charge and Covert Lethality as the main mods. But let me show you guys what I mean here because it's really, really handy. Oh, and at the same time, because you don't really need Zenuric in this case, since you'll be using your health pool, you can use Unairu. And when you use Unairu, you do have Caustic Strike, which can reduce all armor anyway. So if they are super tanky and you're not doing enough damage, that's your backup. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into killing stuff. So let's go ahead and spawn these guys. And then we want our 3 on. Let's line them up one more time, and then we have our beam. Our ult, and scythe, and beam. And that's kind of it. Majority of them do take significant hits. viral radiation, and then your beam, and then this will basically kind of do the trick right here. So this is kind of what I was talking about. They're stunned, assassinate, and he's dead. Let's kind of do that again one last time because I want to put the emphasis on the Inadem. It's super, super neat. Okay, triggering Karnon. Stun them and dead. And every assassination triggers that explosion, as you can see, which once again just keeps blinding them over and over again. And if for some reason it fails, you know, you still have your rock ship, so you can stun them again and continue doing this. Or if you want something quicker, just spam your knives, heavy attacks. Maybe some viral and start cutting them up again. So you have a good amount of choices with this kind of thing. It's just crazy. Yeah, he's dead. Okay, and then that's the build, guys. Super cool Warframe, super handy, super tanky, and very, very strong with alternate choices. You know, here I've been using a lot of just the basically the melee. You know, the Inadem seems to work very well here since they're open for finishers. And then on top of that, you can still, you know, work this out with like a bow or a rifle since you'll have Init punch through anyway, and then they're lined up perfectly. And then other abilities can work as well, but like I said, the viral from the word sides is really, really handy here. So that's all I got for you guys today. He's really cool Warframe. I definitely recommend playing with him. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments down below what builds you guys are doing for Qorvex. Did you buy him? Did you farm him? And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.